Yes, lads, and welcome back to the Man United versus Southampton match preview. After a very 50-50 start to Ruben's reign as Man United manager, we have finally started to see a bit of progress. Two back-to-back blockbuster performances against Liverpool and Arsenal have made us have a little bit more optimism, a little bit of good form going into the brand new year. And not only is this Southampton game a fantastic chance to get 3 points on the board, but it is finally a chance to put down a marker and show we are ready to start climbing that table. As always, if you guys are excited for today's video, go down below, smash that thumbs up and do subscribe if you are new. And whilst you're down there, drop a comment, your predictions for this match. But anyway, Man United versus Southampton. Under the floodlights, the theatre of dreams awaits. This is a massive game, arguably even bigger than the Liverpool and Arsenal games. Because listen, it doesn't take some genius manager to get the players up for those type of big games. Man United versus Liverpool. Man United versus Arsenal. Everyone knows the history. Everyone knows what it means to not only the fans, but the club's pride. If you can't get up for them games, you can't get up for any game. However, a Thursday night, Man United versus bottom of the table Southampton. No disrespect, but it's a bit of like a go there and win type of game. If we can show just half of the passion and determination we've shown in the last couple fixtures against Southampton, this should be a routine victory. However, it's the Premier League. It's never that simple. And long gone are the days where Man United just turn up and batter a team. That being said, we have started 2025 still unbeaten, by the way. I will be riding that unbeaten wave until we lose. We have started this year with some good form. Not only good form on the pitch, but a bit of optimism off the pitch as well. Although there's some transfer speculation with some of our bigger names, the Rashfords, the Garnachos, there's almost like a feel good, a bit of belief in this team and this manager going into the start of a new year. This Southampton fixture is a massive opportunity to, like I mentioned, not only just get points on the table, but start acting like a team that wants to climb. We've got a nice run of fixtures after a horrible Christmas period to start building some momentum, building some points, and start climbing the table. These are the games that matter in the league. The games where you probably are the favourites to go out there and win it. Actually winning it is a whole different subject. We can go out there and put out a 2-3, 4-0 victory where we look comfortable, we look like we are the better team, we look like we want to actually go places. That would be not only a huge bit of progress, but a huge statement to the rest of the Premier League where it's like, right, we want to start acting like Man United again. In terms of the opposition, obviously Southampton, I've seen a lot of their content this season, be it matches or fan reactions across social medias. They are not happy. They are rock bottom of the Premier League, so why would you be? But they don't look like they're caring. I've seen loads of Southampton fans on TikTok and Instagram, and they can't be asked to go to games because they don't believe their players are playing for them. Obviously, coming to Old Trafford, they're going to park the bus. They're going to chuck everyone behind the ball. Low block central. Their best bet of scoring is playing on the counter-attack or hoping they can get something from a set piece, because although we've done better in recent weeks, we are not by any means a genius at marking from set pieces, let's be honest. You saw it in the game against Arsenal. Their equaliser just after Dalot got sent off was from a free kick again, so you can still see there is those fragilities from set pieces for this club. But when they are on the attack, they have got some decent little players scattered around the pitch. One of those players being young Tyler Dibbling, a player that Man United are actually looking at, and to the point where their manager has actually mentioned us in relation to Dibbling in his press conferences, and you can see why. He's young, he's exciting, he's just coming off the back of scoring 2 goals in the Southampton FA Cup win. He is exciting, and if you get him on some good form, he can cause you problems. Obviously, way back when we faced him at the St Mary's Stadium at the start of the season, he played on the right, he was up against Dalot, and to be honest with you, he caused us some big issues. In those first 20 minutes, he ended up winning the penalty that Onana ended up saving, but before those 20 minutes, he was tearing us ragged. But I do genuinely feel like it is mostly as simple as, if you can keep him quiet, you're limiting their attacking threat by like half. That being said, we cannot just take it for granted that we're going to turn up and win. We have seen it time after time. We start building some good form and then we just throw it away and lose to these type of teams. That is why this game is so important. The players act like they want to win and bring home the 3 points. And who are those players going to be, I hear you ask? Well, here is my predicted 11. In goal, coming back in between the sticks, will be Andre Onana. I know Bayindir had a fantastic performance against Arsenal a couple days ago. However, I think he's going to be put onto the spot of, you are our cup competition goalkeeper. You smash that. Onana is the league. You're back in net. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit funny because these players have just played 120 minutes of intense defensive football literally a couple days ago against Arsenal. That being said, they're playing for Man United. You know what you're going to expect. High intensity, loads of games. They're coming thick and fast. So most of that 11 may continue to play here. So going into the back five, right wing back and left wing back, obviously Diogo Dalot did get suspended, so we'll be missing the game against Southampton. That being said, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. I would personally play Amad Diallo on the right and Mazraoui on the left. With Southampton playing such a low block, he's not going to be tested as much, hopefully, fingers crossed. So just getting as many attacking threats on the pitch to try break down that low block is fantastic. Mazraoui again, he's not known for his offensive play, but he does get forward, especially on the right hand side, and he can cause some problems, even if it's just another body to pass to in that centre of the park. I would say a pretty much exactly the same back line. However, I am making one change. Instead of Leacher, I'm going to put Lenny Yoro alongside Harry Maguire and Matthias de Ligt. I think Matthias and Harry were absolutely brilliant against Arsenal, and so was Leacher, but after getting that little cramp come the end of the game, which he has just played 2 hours of football, it's understandable. I don't want to risk him. Having a fit Leacher in this side is imperative, so why risk it? You got Lenny Yoro, he's more than capable. Let's give him some minutes. In terms of the mid flat two, I would just say Kobbie Mainoo and Ugarte. However, I don't know if that is almost necessary for this Southampton game. The way they're going to sit back and defend, I know they're going to get us on the counter-attack a couple times, but I do believe if you have just one of Ugarte and Kobbie Mainoo alongside someone like a Christian Eriksen, I think you might be onto something there. If you can play a Christian Eriksen on the right, maybe try break the line of Southampton with the through balls, the over the top, switching the play, almost dictating it. Alongside, let's say, a Kobbie Mainoo, it could have been Ugarte, it's 50-50. I'll say Kobbie. I do think this might be the type of game for a Christian Eriksen. In terms of the wings, I'm going to put Garnacho on the right. It would have been Amad, but Amad's playing in the right wing-back position, so putting Garnacho, he's deserved it. He's had two decent little cameos against Arsenal and Liverpool, getting an assist in both. I think he's deserved to get another start against a team that you would like to think he can grab the game by the scruff of the neck. And Bruno on the left, he's our captain, he's going to play, and he's going to be a huge part of this team. In terms of the number 9, right up the top of the pitch, it is going to be Rasmus Højlund. I know Joshua Zirkzee is getting a lot of love at the moment. Came on, looks decent against Arsenal, of course, scored the decisive penalty to kick Arsenal out the FA Cup. That being said, with Southampton expected to play such a low block, I think Rasmus has got more of that physicality, better hold up. He's going to be running and charging a lot more than Zirkzee plays. Not to say Zirkzee can't do it. I just think Zirkzee's almost more in that Berbatov type of style, whereas Rasmus is a lot more go-get-it, aggressive Van Nistelrooy type. I think that team is more than good enough to go out there and get a comfortable 3 points. And in terms of a score prediction, I'm going to say a 3-4-0 win. I'll play it safe and say 3-0, but I reckon this is the type of game we need to go out there, put a marker down, and just show us that we can start climbing this table ahead of a decent and favourable run of fixtures in the league and in the Europa. But let me know what you guys think down below. As per usual, smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you guys next time.